So a quick little review video today of a really fun product that my good friend Matt Forde has created. These are magnetic hangers that can be used to mount a variety of different fun arms and armor on the wall. I collect swords, so I'm using them on swords. These are things that he has designed himself, that he's 3D printed. These are an earlier model than he is currently iterated on, so he has a more advanced version than what you're seeing here. This version comes with a rare earth magnet in the middle, and the idea is that you can anchor it to your wall either in a stud or using drywall anchors like I have, and it creates basically like an invisible floating bracket that you can use to hang your sword. Now, based on the strength of the magnet and the weight of the sword, he recommends using up to perhaps 2 or even 3 to hold whatever sword you're using. You can see it held up the Viking sword quite nicely. Now, this arming sword doesn't have quite as easy a crossguard because it has the point on it. So even though the magnet is holding the blade flush against the wall in one plane, the weight of the blade, so it doesn't just slide all the way down, it'll slide until it hits that shelf with the crossguard hitting the little lip at the top of the bracket there. And depending on what the guard looks like, it can try and wobble a little bit. So just for fun, I tried even this really big, heavy longsword, and it still held quite well. I'd probably, if I were doing this in the long term, I'd probably want at least 2 magnets, but you can see I'm trying to actively dislodge it. I'm trying to pull it away from the wall to see if it'll fall off, and it won't. If I tried really hard, I eventually pull it and then it'll drop off, but it won't naturally fall away because the magnet is holding it flush against the wall. Something small like this Langsmesser has no problem at all as long as you're not having the noggle side against the wall. It can go flush on the other side with no problem at all. And again, it has a very nice, sleek look. It's very easy to use because of the plastic. There's no concern about it scuffing up the blade. It's a much softer material than any of the brass or steel that it's going to be coming in contact with. You usually wouldn't have it going up against any type of organic material. I'm trying it now on a Chinese sword, a Chu Jian from LK Chen, and this has a kind of very prominent spine in the middle, so it's not staying quite as flush, and you can still see it does very well. I'd be really comfortable leaving that sword there, even if I knocked it inadvertently. I don't think it's going to go anywhere at all. And so finally I decided to try my NCO 1840 sword, and this is the one where you can see that if you have too wide a guard, in that case you'll have to come up with something else, because it only comes out maybe, I'm not sure, a centimeter or so from the wall. If the guard is too wide, you'll need to come up with something else. But anyway, until next time.